Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in today. A few weeks ago, I showcased a blade on the channel, and it is the NSK, the Native Survival Knife. Now, for folks out there that don't know, this knife is designed by Mitch Mitchell. He was a contestant on season 1 of History Channel's show Alone, and this knife is manufactured by LT Wright right here in the good old USA. Well, today I thought I would do a few projects with this blade. Now, normally you see me out in the woods and I'm doing some practical application with a lot of my knives. But just a disclaimer, the fire season is upon us in SoCal. Everything is a tinderbox out there. If you light one spark, the whole forest could just go up. So I'm doing the responsible thing. I'm staying out of the woods for just a little bit till they get some rains, till that flash point lowers down just a little bit. So with that said, I'm here at Fort Homestead, but the show must go on. So without further ado, we'll cut away. We will showcase this blade up close and personal, do a quick specs rundown, and then I'll show you some of the projects that I've been working on this afternoon, and then I'll come back and give you some final thoughts on this blade. Folks, you're not going to want to miss this video. Come along and join me. Now for some final thoughts on this blade. We're going to dish the dirt, get down and dirty. When I first took this out of the box, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of meat and potatoes right here in the middle of this handle of this blade. And it's a pretty good size handle on this blade. And that's because its roots, when it was designed after a Swedish or Scandinavian puukko design. And those handles are pretty good size handles, but let not your heart be troubled. My medium size hands indexed on this handle perfectly. And as you can see right here, there's a little Coke bottle-esque cutout down here at the bottom. My hand would wrap around there, my pinky and the bottom part of my hand indexed. So I'm always going to the same place every time on the handle. My hand, there wasn't a lot of torque where the blade is twisting around. It just stays nice and firm, comfortable, secure grip in your hand. Now, the best way to learn about the characteristics of a blade is to do some projects with it, some woodcraft, campcraft projects. I've been messing around here at the house. I did a sorry excuse of a spoon here. Here's an arrow that I did, and I like to do these when I go camping with kids. And what we do is we'll write our name and date on there, and then I'll usually give it to the kid, and that way years from now they can look back and they have something to remember the trip by. And then this is my sorry excuse for a tri-stick. Now, I'm nowhere near being a bushcrafter, I don't claim to be, but I like to play around doing a little bit of carving and messing around. And I did a little bit of a dowel. I did a notch for traps. There was a knot here that I pushed through, and I just chamfered the hole and put a little radius on that. I did like a little hourglass cut there as well, and a little duckbill. So you could really learn the characteristics of that blade when you're doing push cuts and you're scraping and you got to do drawing and all that. You're going to find out in short order if a blade's going to work or not. And this blade did an awesome job. Now, it's made out of 01 tool steel. It has a 3.9 inch blade, and it has a Scandi grind. So it's going to work really good for what you want to do with it. Usually most bushcraft blades are about a 4 to 5 inch blade. This fits right in that category. You know, I'm not a big fan of batoning and doing things like that. So I definitely, you know, I wouldn't be batoning with this blade at all, but that's just me. Your mileage is going to vary based on your skill set and what you do. And if you like doing that, hey, more power to you. It's America. You can do whatever you want. But just beautiful. Ranger green liners in the tan micarta sets it off, gives it that pop. I like the nice lanyard hole in the back. It's large enough, yes, so you can put paracord in there without having to try to jam a musket ball down the barrel of a gun. I like that. The cutout in the front, my hand felt really secure. It's not going to slip and cause an accident out in the field. Just a great all-around blade. If I had to rate this between 1 and 5, you guys know the deal. 1 is a boneyard, goes back to the drawing board. 5 is a grand slam. I would have to give this a 5. I really like this blade, and I could see myself doing a lot of campcraft projects with this, and even cooking. This would be a great cooking knife as well. Also, hunting blade. So, you want to learn about how you can get a hold of this blade. Well, if you go over to NativeSurvival.com, I'll leave a link in the video description below, right to where you can pick this up, make it super easy peasy for you, so you can check it out if you want to learn more. And I'll also leave links to Mitch's YouTube site, that is Native Survival. Runs an awesome channel. Check him out. It's got an awesome set of skills. And there's also 2 videos out there also on this blade. One that Mitch did, and also Ben from Living Survival. I'll leave links to both of those also in the video description below. Folks, as always, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks.